Your content will resume after a brief message from our sponsor.
Tell me, is this how it's supposed to feel? Tell me honestly, is this for real? Cause you look so good, you sound so good, you feel so good, so good, so good, so good, so good, so good, so good.
Oh, baby.
Hello, it is Dylan. If you're new here, nice to meet you. If you're not, good to see you. Today I want to talk about friends.
Oh, baby.
And in particular, losing them. Sort of recently, I lost my best friend. That sounded like they died. They didn't die. They are still alive, as far as I know. I went from talking to this person every single day of my life for the majority of my life, and I'm talking like 15, 16 years. As far back as it was humanly possible for me to make any friends, this was the first friend that I ever made. And I had been friends ever since, up until about a year ago, I want to say. Actually, it's probably been like a year and a half, now that I think about it. Time just goes by really fast. But I wanted to talk about this today because in my 22 years of living, I had never lost anyone like that. I had never really lost anyone super close to me. It sounds like this person died. They didn't die. They're just practically dead to me because they're not in my life at all. Like, I don't interact with them at all. But this is the first time I've lost a relationship with someone I actually truly cared about. And they weren't just someone I cared about immensely. They were someone I interacted with every single day of my life. I used to spend every day with this person, now I spend 0 days with this person. It's a very weird situation. It's something that I had never experienced before. And now that I have, I wanted to talk about it because I think it's one of the most important things I've gone through thus far in my life. Losing a relationship with this person kind of forced me to become a new version of myself who is able to live without them. And it's kind of weird because in the relationship that we had, I was very much, I don't know the right word to say here, but I was kind of like the leader. Like, this person was coming to me for advice. Like, I would have never gone to them for advice. Not because I don't think their advice was valid. I think that's just the kind of person that I am. I just value my own opinion more than anyone else. The point is, the relationship we had was very much them leaning on me in a lot of situations. And now, I don't really I don't really have anyone in my life like that. I spent so much time worrying about if this person was okay and if this person was happy and making sure that I was doing everything I possibly could to make sure of that. And now I guess I just have more time on my hands because I'm not constantly worried about anyone else besides myself. And I like the version of me that I am now a lot more than I like the version of me that was friends with this other person. And it's really weird because some of my happiest memories of all time, you know, in my entire life, include this person in them. Like the things that I still miss to this day about spending time with them, all the things that we did. Half of my other happiest memories that have happened since probably couldn't have happened if this person was still in my life. It's just weird to think about. I became a lot closer with other friends and a lot closer with myself. And I'm like 90% sure that if this person was still in my life, that those relationships would not have grown as they have. And in all honesty, I don't think this person was ever who I really thought they were. Based on what they've posted on social media and what I've heard from friends of friends, like, this person is not anyone I would relate to. Like, this is not my friend. This is not who I knew. It's like I created a version of this person in my head, and the version that I loved and the version that I miss isn't there. Like, it's a fantasy. That person doesn't exist. So even if in one of those moments where I feel like I miss my best friend and I really want to see them again, if I reached out and they said, yeah, let's meet up, you know, let's hang out, I miss you too, I just think I'd be really disappointed. Because when you miss somebody, you obviously are only thinking about all of the positive things, not taking into account all of the things you don't miss about that person. And there's really a lot of things that I don't miss a lot of things. I don't miss them, nope, don't. I don't miss certain things about them, and I also don't miss certain things about the way I was when they were in my life. We're all, as humans and in relationships, we're all replaceable, to be honest. And I don't mean everyone is replaceable by another person, per se. I just mean that if you would have asked me, you know, 3 years ago, what my life would be like without this person in it, I wouldn't have been able to answer it because they'd always been in my life and I never pictured my life without them. But now that they're not in my life, I'm doing just fine, you know? I've discovered that I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was. I always knew I was strong. What am I talking about? But I have learned that my old friend is a lot stronger than I thought they were. It's not that I couldn't imagine my life without them, it's that I couldn't imagine their life without me. As weird as that sounds, they had just relied on me so much in my life that I was just so used to being there for this person that the thought of them, you know, kind of being on their own is still really weird for me to think about. But obviously this person, at least I think, is doing just fine. But if they are happy, Hanny. Their version of fine is like hell to me. The life that some people choose to create is the life that other people go out of their way to avoid. And with me and them, that statement could not be more true. But when they were my friend, I could have never guessed that this is what they actually wanted in their life. So I think at the end of the day, it's best that we're not in each other's lives. Because based on who we both are now, I think I only ever really liked little elements of this person that I could relate to. And as two whole human beings, we could not be more incompatible. In my life, I want people around me who inspire me to be the best version of myself that I can be. I don't want anyone that's gonna try and discourage me from going after my dreams or make me feel like what I want isn't possible. And I also want to have fun. I don't want to spend my entire life worrying. They were a worrier. They were a worrier and I was a worrier about them. It sounds like I'm saying warrior, like a fighter, like a ninja. No, I'm talking about worrier. They worried a lot. I'm an Aquarius through and through. I've got big dreams and I think we're all capable of so much. And I just can't be around people who don't believe in themselves. I feel like at the very least you should have the confidence to try. Like at least go for it, you know? Hardly anyone gets it right the first time around anyway. It also really bothers me when people have such strong opinions on subject matters they know nothing about. If you're going out of your way to make your opinion known and I ask you why you have that opinion, you should be able to tell me. Anyway, that's all I have to say today, I guess. Is it? I don't know. I guess the moral of the story is we're always growing as people, and if you in your life feel like someone is holding you back, you can't feel bad when you let them go. And you've got to put yourself first at the end of the day. If someone's holding you back, then, you know, bye. Bye, bitch. And I don't want to get preachy, because I myself am a mess, but I think if you are going through something similar to this, just know that you're gonna be fine. All you really need is yourself. Okay, I guess that's it. Bye-bye.